You can't dress and you hate me because I dress better. Why do you worry about a guy with a Motel 6? Oh yeah, I forgot. Fix your nose. Paul, the guy you've been painting a picture of for a month now to be a homeless crackhead actually f***ed your bitch that you are in love with. 'Paul, just go back to enjoying the content because it's the smarter thing to do and be the bigger man, the one that you always claim to be. Although you are a man-child that has a retarded dad that would probably let me f*** his wife if I met in the right circumstances. Other than that, Paul, sit in your fucking seat with your fat fucking best friend who needs a training bra worse than you were. $2.5K viewers, by the way.
Literally nothing. You can't even walk outside without a butler with you. You can't walk outside without Lucha with you. I can't remember the last time you went outside by yourself. When was the last time? You tell me when was the last time. Every time I look, you had Marie.
This time.
Yeah, Lucha.
When he met this guy and this guy. But if you get banned off YouTube, it's your last shot. You are fucking done, so I'll see you at the Motel 6, bitch.
I know it has been a while since I've uploaded, and there's good reason for that. A lot has happened in the world of Ice Poseidon following the FBI raid and apparent sunsetting of his website iceposeidon.com. For those out of the loop, I'm going to do my best to chronologically list all of the events, apparent conspiracy theories, and my ultimate conclusion thus far. I have written 2 scripts this past week that were quickly rendered irrelevant with new information. First was a huge safety issue with the military truck that is still ongoing and relevant.
Right.
Yep.
I don't want to travel the country in this.
Well, we're supposed to go in this for 2 months.
No, I refuse.
No, that's the whole point, is we drive around this for 2 months to find a place to live.
No, we won't get anywhere. It's miserable, and we're only 5 hours away from where we started. We've been driving for 20 hours. Like, no. I refuse.
This truck fiasco is a disaster waiting to happen and has pathetically resulted in the only good content ICE has had since the FBI raid. With exception to this one skateboarding incident. Seeing them bounce around in the back of that truck has resulted in some great memes, all of which are on r/IcePoseidon2 and none of which are on ICE's own Reddit.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, fuck off. Every bump I click this. Like, this is not possible to use right now. Every fucking bump fucks up the laptop.
If you want to see a piece on the military truck's notorious safety reputation and miles per gallon, along with some excerpts of the Scuffed Crew's previous driving experience and general decision-making skills, and how that could be deemed a significant safety risk.
Burger, what, dude? It's a speedboat.
Add in the spicy fact that the truck has been gutted and they're bouncing around relentlessly, albeit hilariously, and the fact that they've been quote-unquote traveling for multiple days and have still not left Texas. The second script that I wrote this week was the initial DJ video saying that he is taking one of ICE's phones to the FBI and it would take a month before anything happened. Then approximately 1 month later, ICE got raided. There is, however, a new video as of March 30th where DJ explains many previously held questions and conspiracies from IP2. Still though, there are so many unanswered questions that remain and will likely remain unanswered. We can only go off what has been presented to us. The TLDR is that Ice Poseidon gets raided by the FBI and the majority of the people, streamers, staff, etc. under his umbrella or even loosely associated with him begin to distance themselves, while conspiracy theories are abundant on his popular alternative Reddit Ice Poseidon2 that is not owned by Ice himself. The running theory was that ICE was involved in some scam that turned out to be wire fraud involving a church. This actually made a lot of sense at the time, considering Aaron's odd donations that were shown to be donated by a person with a religious handle.
First of all, that is a weird ass number to donate. I don't know why 1290.90. I have no idea.
Back holler to budget boost. Reddit says put donating to yourself. Get are one of your many personalities.
Okay.
You can tell me if I'm off, but I see it on your face when you say that he's the one that you want.
What is this? What is this? Those are great reactions.
That is a whole other video in and of itself, and if you'd like to see that video as well, let yourself be heard in the comments. It was later revealed that this was all started with DJ when a video surfaced of him saying that he was taking a special phone to the FBI and that Paul was going to jail. Meanwhile, Paul has been absent from streaming following the FBI raid, only giving information through Discord and in-game on RuneScape. He eventually uploaded an update video.
Well, to start off with everything, I haven't streamed in the past week now because I need a fucking filming permit from the city of Los Angeles in order to stream, even inside of my fucking house, which is bullshit. They are totally, I mean, it's not really that bullshit, I guess, but it's just annoying, and a filming permit takes a week to get.
He is unable to stream in California until he pays for particular permits, and he was planning on leaving LA and the entire network behind.
So you guys are probably wondering what's going on with Scuffed Crew jobs. When I move, he's not coming with me. That's how I'll put it. After this road trip is done, after everything's, and I move, I sell into a new state, in a new place, he's not going to be there with me. We're going our separate ways.
This is incredibly ironic, as it's what his Reddit community has been asking for. However, the splintered community that is the Purple Army entirely resided on r/IcePoseidon2, as ICE's own Reddit was still privated. Many loyal CX community members have already written ICE off as a popular live streamer and instead are here to watch the unique beast that they've created self-destruct. This is where my opinion differs from that of the majority of r/IcePoseidon2, and many of you are incredibly savage and want to see ICE burn in the most painful way possible. I personally don't think that's going to happen. Although ICE has forever damaged his community and the ICE that we all know and love has died, a version of himself has rose up and he will simply rebrand and establish a new audience. Given all of these recent events and with DJ's response video being released, I firmly believe that the FBI thing will go away for ICE, and that he will just take his operation to a new city and start fresh. Nothing, of course, will be the same. His viewers are currently a splintered version of what they once were, but he will very likely continue to receive massive amounts of donations and still pursue content in his own unique and scuffed way. Maybe he'll actually ditch SSJ like he says he's going to and get proper management, actually start to reform, and could end up making all of this the best thing to ever happen to him. Just think, this could be the change that he requires to fully understand the ramifications of his actions and his words, given his very large audience. Although, so far, nothing has changed with him. This truck is absolutely hilarious. ICE is completely miserable. He's very aware that his community doesn't really exist on his own subreddit, which he has since opened.
But it's empty. It's like a ghost town. Where's everyone? I figured there'd be like protests or something. It was on national news.
And it seems like a downward spiral. If some sort of arrest does come from this FBI raid, then that would essentially be the icing on the cake or the nail in the coffin. ICE would have to deal with some serious legal issues before he would be able to pursue a rebranding like he seems to be doing. The current plan of driving across the country in this vehicle for some months, looking for a new place to live and allowing the viewers to decide, is definitely not reasonable, and really ICE reaching for a semblance of what his old community would have been like. To be honest, I don't think it's going to be a community decision. They're going to have to decide that sooner rather than later, because the truck is definitely not suited for multiple people to be traveling across the country. That is very apparent given the recent streams. ICE has, however, been streaming over the last few days in various cities. The content has been incredibly bland. He's pretty scared to really go anywhere. And most of the good content comes from the misery around this truck. What will end up happening is still anyone's guess. There's also a ton of rumors and conspiracies circulating that they're not actually sleeping in the truck. The stream's been going down all the time. It's supposed to be a 24-hour stream. And Ice has been caught in multiple lies already. And many of them have just been meaningless lies. Just lies for no reason. One big conspiracy is that he slept in Voldasad's sleeping bag and made a big point of saying it on stream, when in all likelihood they slept in a hotel. As I said, there are still many unanswered questions. I did already record some stuff on DJ's allegations, not only regarding the FBI and what he said over a month ago in taking Ice's lost phone to the FBI to put Paul in jail, which has been completely contradicted with his newest review of the warrants on his stream. I'm thinking about still finishing that and putting it out, as the real truth has very likely not come out yet. Time will tell, as I said, how this all plays out, and I will keep you up to date. I am, in the meantime, interested to know what your thoughts are on if Paul Danino can continue his career in a new city and with new friends. Can he reestablish himself at the top of the IRL live streaming landscape? As a side note, I'm going to be having a look at some other topics surrounding IRL live streaming and any social phenomenon that's happening on the unique space that is YouTube, as well as in real life. So make sure you stay tuned.
You say you fucking pick me cause I look like your daughter 16. You're disgusting, pedophile cunt.
If you've made it this far in the video, make sure to show your support and hit that like button, and I will see you all in the next video.
Yo.